Dr. Lamb, Joseph Lamb, Simply Lamb with Simple Truth. Welcome to my broadcast. You know, we all in some form have went through a stage of betrayal, or we felt that we have been betrayed, or we all have been inside a place where we felt as though that someone close to us have wronged us and did the ultimate to us in a bad way, whether it be any action, something they said, something they exposed it, or something they didn't say, or something they didn't protect. You know, I'm a social media person, as you know. I post a lot, make a lot of posts. That's what I do. I speak a lot. You know what I'm saying? God had given me a gift, a gab, what have you. And I speak and I say exactly how I feel. All people don't agree with what I say about certain stuff, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got like mouthpieces and eyeballs and noses, you know what I'm saying? You know, different views, different shapes, different sizes, but it's there for its purpose. You know what I'm saying my mouth is here for the purpose of me speaking and expressing my words into the atmosphere. Um, I had a situation where someone that was close to me, and know all type of secrets about me. Uh, I felt they betrayed me, what have you. And my first reaction, because I am a social media person, my thing is that for me to block them quickly, block, 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 block. My block game is real strong. But I blocked some folks today, and I was saying, I will land there, I'll get ready to go for a ride. And so I laid back down to talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord told me to unblock them. Now they might block me back now because I unblocked them, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not be the one to block them. Sometimes, you know, we try to like push certain things and people out our lives that don't align or not inside agreement and what we got going on. And mind you, if I would, not to preach to you, but just to give you a perfect example, how sometimes you just need to be still and let God be who He is. Um, Jesus has 12 disciples. Uh, Disciples are the ones that went around, they labored with Jesus, dealt with Jesus night and day. Uh, they protect him, some of them. They don't see him feed people. They don't see him heal the sick. They don't see, they're a person with Jesus. You know, just have a public ministry. These people was able to be inside Jesus' personal space, and they see his personal ministry. So outside of what everybody else sees, they see a side of Jesus, or they seen a side of Jesus that nobody else got to see. So if anybody knew for sure anything about Jesus, it was the disciples. Cause they see him when he wasn't in public. Basically, like someone around me, one of my friends, close friends, associates, I'm saying, they would see me off the camera. Uh, or they would see me when not on my platform. So the person that I felt betrayed by, not only they see me off my platform and off camera, they seen me at some point in time when I had cold in my eyes still. I mean, I woke up and they seen me. And it's nothing like feeling betrayed. I know life goes on and life revolves and the earth spins and rotates. Nothing stands still. But it does something about being betrayed that bother anybody. That means or to be betrayed or feel betrayed, that you had to say something, act out something, or did something that will make me or whoever feel as though of all people, how could you? And sometimes everybody responds to stuff different. Some respond to anger when they want to fight. Some might want to curse you out. Some might want to block you, like I do on social media. Some probably just want to just nag and nag and nag and nag until they feel as though they have to express themselves totally of how they feel about what you did. But I realize, and I'm learning more and more. I'm 44, but we all got room of growth. I got how old you are. That sometimes you can't stop your Judas. Judas was one of the disciples that Jesus handpicked to work with him in ministry. Uh, he picked him to be a friend. Uh, he was close to him, and Jesus allowed him to be close. Now, before we get too far, I want you to understand, say that Jesus was Jesus, but at the same time, Jesus was God. He was God that became flesh. Um, Jesus wasn't a normal human. He was God, the God man. Order for saying that to take away the sins of the world, we had to condemn and destroy this body. So Moses, all the prophets, they wasn't able to be sacrificed because they wasn't holy. Their DNA wasn't holy. But Jesus was there all the time in heaven. So he came down to earth. You know the story. His mother was Mary, stepfather Joseph. But back to the story. Even God himself, knowing all, seeing all, he came in the form of man. I think a lot of people miss this story and they don't really understand the significance behind it. But Jesus being and operating as God, but under the suggestion of the flesh, moved a little bit different. But yet he was still operated as God. So he picked the disciples, 12 of them, and one of them he picked was the devil. The reason they called Judas the devil because Judas was one of the ones that was going to betray Jesus, and he was the one that was going to act out his selfishness to benefit and to alleviate or not recognize the friendship or the bond he had with Jesus for his selfish reasons. So that's I'm gonna put that right there. Uh, Jesus, knowing all, knew that one of his disciples will betray him. I know sometime in life that everybody around me, I know a couple folks, you know people about the company, about the signs and things you see them do. You already know when it's gonna end up coming, but sometimes we probably prolong things from happening. We know it's gonna happen, but we probably prolong things from happening. So the whole time Jesus picked the disciples, can you imagine being Jesus and he picked a disciple that he knew from the get-go, instantly he picked them, was gonna be the one to betray him for 37 pieces of silver? But yet instead, though, he treated him well. Many months and years that Jesus going by his ministry, he entrusted them still, by knowing that one day Jesus was going to betray him. He kept a straight face, never acted funny, remained calm, went day by day, and let everything play itself out. Because Jesus knew, Jesus lived by, he lived by example. He knew that one day that the same one that was going to betray him was going to be the same one that pushed him into his destiny. Jesus came for the earth for one purpose only. That was to save the world. Jesus came to break condemnation. Jesus came to prove that the blood works. Jesus came to redeem us from death and give us life. Jesus came for a purpose. He came to break the curse of the garden and give us hope for salvation. So Jesus had a whole mission to accomplish. He had a purpose. He had a destiny. And we all have destinies. We all have purpose in life. But some of us fail to realize that we need our Judas. Think about it, if Jesus would have blocked it, Judas, or ran into Judas, or ran away from Judas, or avoided Judas. And Jesus would avoid it, I did all type of stuff to Judas, he would never been pushed into his purpose, his destiny. It was no Judas who would have had betrayed him to the Roman soldiers. How all that would have had transpired there inside the garden. Judas is designed for every person, greatness, or destiny. You're going to have Judas in a promise. God promised a lot of us, a lot of people, a lot of good stuff. And our life is written. But do not be deceived. It's always going to be a Judas in the script somewhere. Some of us want to take everything but our Judas. I'm learning to take the Judas as well as everything else that's written inside the script. Carving out your Judas, you can't say that God prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies. You got to have a Judas to say that. We got to realize that everybody ain't our friend. Everybody ain't not our cheerleader. And 9 times out of 10, it used to be the very closest one to you that's able to attack you. Because if you're not around me, I don't know me, and ain't nothing you can do to affect me. So the enemy always uses those close to us. But we seem to forget that what's he do. We so quick to want to isolate ourselves from people or situations because we are afraid of our Judas. We don't have the patience for our Judas. We don't want, as we say, the negativity around us. But I'm telling you, you need your Judas. Your Judas is one that reminds you that the Lord is your shepherd and you sure not won't. Why is that? Because if we didn't have a Judas, we'll forget who our true friend is, who our, our true source of help come from. A lot of us would depend on people, friends, cousins, relatives, to be there for us. So when they not are able to betray us, we are sickling. But we got to remember that the Lord is your shepherd. So when people betray you, it's a confirmation, it confirms to you that God is your help. We get caught up on people in places where people, because we can physically talk to them, get a response, are they there? But God is always there too, and I think we forget that. God made people. God is the one that order our steps. Be not deceived. God's not marked. But back to our Judas, we get so bothered when people show their true colors. But the Bible says, in all things, give thanks. Back to Judas. Read the Bible. When Jesus was at the garden, I guess they had a code, and Judas said, "Whoever I kiss, that's Jesus." So the soldier would know who to arrest. Judas said, "The one I kiss, that's to him." The Bible says that Judas came inside the garden with a band of soldiers. He went up to Jesus and gave him a kiss. So the soldier would know who Jesus was. And Jesus instantly said, "Oh, Judas, you betrayed the Son of Man with a kiss?" And one of the disciples grabbed out a sword and swung on one of the soldiers and cut his ear off. And Jesus said, back up, be still. We're not here gonna do that. We're gonna let Judas do his job. Jesus picked up the soldier ear, hit the soldier ear, right then, right there. Then God say, "Jesus of Nazareth?" And Jesus said, "I am he." And when Jesus said it, the guards fell backwards. When Jesus confessed who he was, it was power. And when he said, "I am he." So we understand that the arrest of Jesus was something supernatural. It was something that took place not by powers of this world, but it was something that was destined. And we forget that our life is destined, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes Judas, you know what I'm saying, make our destination become our parent, or make make our life, or make things happen. Sometimes when we need God the most, we think we lost everything else. God show up and prove that I am here. I'm here the whole time. So Judas was used by God to put Jesus in position. The same thing with us. Our Judases are there sometimes to push us into position. We can't get bothered because people betrayed us. People are people. And people are designed to be who they are. But by love and kindness have God drawn us. We can't get mad with Judas and attack Judas for being who Judas is. Judas can't help but be Judas, because Judas is who Judas is. We get mad at people by the things they say or the things they do, but they are just being who they are. And when we realize people are who they are, we'll be a whole lot better. Again, I was telling you, I blocked a lot of people today. And the Lord told me, unblock them. Who I'm hiding from? Well, I'm trying to avoid being pushed to pray more, being pushed to depend on God, not man, being pushed to realize and accept that can't put your trust in man, put your trust in God, being pushed to the realization that it's no friend like Jesus. Why is I mad at my Judas? I already know. People are people. I've been doing that for years. So why I get mad? Why I get mad when people is being people? People can love you one day and hate you tomorrow. The same one that say you was fine and handsome, and this to another, it'll be the same one that say you ugly and out of shape, saying with no shape. People are people. People are emotional beings. They mean they react based on their emotion. So they're happy, they gonna make you happy. If they mad, they gonna try to make you mad. People are people. So if you know the energy that person's carry varies, and you talk to somebody that angry with you or bitter towards you, of course their response or things they say ain't gonna be nice. Because that's the energy they put out. And when they put the energy out, you get bothered because of the energy they put out. But you know what you are dealing with. So it's something about when you mature. When you mature, you understand ain't no Santa Claus. When you mature, you realize that, hey, if I don't work, I don't eat. When you mature, you realize people are people, and Judas is who he is. I don't know about y'all, but I thank God for my Judas. Because my Judas what pushes me. My Judas is what made me pray. My Judas keep me in check and make me realize that I can't be trusting man or dependent on man. I got to trust in Jesus. Matter of fact, I thank God for my Judas because my Judas helped me develop. My Judas helped me mature. My Judas helped me. My Judas has helped me. My Judas pushed me inside my destiny. Some of us are too comfortable to when stuff happen, we have almost a whole nervous breakdown. Because we ain't built for a lot of stuff. But I learned today that I'm built for my Judas. And the faster my Judas exposed who he is, the faster I can get my warfare and conquer my Judas. Cause I become clear on what's what. You come out better knowing what your enemy is and who your enemy is than not knowing. Knowing is half the battle. I thank God for my Judas. And you should thank your God. I thank God, not your job, but thank God for Judas too. Judas is Judas. Without Judas, it wouldn't be no resurrection. The Bible had push you, I line you up with the tomb. Jesus was buried and resurrected from the grave because Judas put him in position to experience death. Sometimes we got to experience death, experience being buried in order to see and fulfill the resurrection. I thank God for my Judas. Judas, carry on. Y'all be blessed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share. Watch me on IG at Simply Lamb. My YouTube station is Simply Lamb. My webpage is www.simplylamb.world. Y'all be blessed.